So here we are at the Math 12 home page, and you can either go down to the button for the week 1 module, which will take you directly to the module, or you can always click on the modules button and navigate to the current week's module. So the week 1 module is where you start having assignments, including homework assignments. Well, how I have it done is you scroll down to the Knewton assignments because I want them all to be available for you to work on whenever you would like to. And if I put them in a module, then you can only get to them if you complete the previous module. So the Knewton homework assignments are all together. You can scroll down to them, and each week when they're due, I will be reminding you which assignments are due on which date. So if you click on the first assignment, you go to a payment page, and once you've completed this purchase part, then you'll be able to get into the course. So here's how the purchase part works. You click purchase, and you either bought from the bookstore a code, so this access code is the one you would get from the bookstore, or you can choose access for a single term, so that's the $39.95, and you can select a plan, and that's the one you're choosing. You can pay $9.95 a month, but you will get charged for 5 months because we're August, September, October, November, and December that you'll need to have access, and you can't do the 14 days of free courtesy access if you're doing the month at a time plan. So if you're needing courtesy access, that's fine. The company is happy to give you 14 days of access for free. So if you need to use that, please do so that you can get started on your homework right away. So once you get the free courtesy access, they want to make sure you know that that means you can't do the monthly payment if you're doing the courtesy access. And then I get into Knewton, into the first topic. So Introduction to Sequences, that's where we're going to start. And notice that it tells me my courtesy access will end in 13 days and purchase when possible. And here's the purchase button, so it will be really easy when you are ready to purchase. So the objective is something that you need to accomplish. So write the terms of a sequence defined by an explicit formula. So that's the first objective, and this is showing my activity for this learning objective that I haven't done any yet. So you're going to click around in Knewton and figure out all the things that you can do there. There's an account, help, status, so there's all kinds of help available in Knewton. And notice that here in the bottom right, this will be on every page in Knewton. This is a chat feature, and they pride themselves on a live human responding to the chat within a minute. So whenever I have used this, they're very prompt, so I appreciate that about them. So once you get into Knewton, then you'll see that there are learning tools available to you inside of Knewton. There's videos and explanations, and it's pretty self-explanatory and leads you through it. And see how it says estimated 4 to 8 questions. Because this software is adaptive, if you're getting all the questions answered correctly, you have fewer of them to do because the software can tell that you've mastered that topic. And then if you're having a lot of mistakes or issues or confusion, it will take you to some more instructional materials. It might even suggest that you take a break and come back later. So it's really well put together, and most students find it very easy to use. If you don't, please ask for help, because I don't mean to say that it's easy for everybody, just not to be afraid to get started, because most students find that once they get in and start using it, it's not really that tough. So let me see if I can show you a little bit more about Knewton if I go in as myself. So it launches in a new tab. So what that means is you're actually going outside Canvas and you're going to Knewton. So in fact, if you look up at your address bar of your browser, you'll see you're now at Knewton.com and you're in the Knewton server. So this first topic, you can see that I haven't done any work on it. So as you start working, you'll see your mastery and how many questions and how much work time you have spent. And you can see the due date for the assignment. And then this would be what the individual student will see. Are you completed? Is it in progress? Are you struggling? Have you not started yet? So there are lots of learning tools available to help you. So please ask for anything that would be helpful for you and let us know how we can help. So there's also a video in this Getting Started in Knewton section. Let me go to that. So in the Getting Started module, I have a Getting Started in Knewton part. And it has a little bit about what is Alta. That's the name of the software. Knewton is the company. Knewton Alta is the software. Then it has a little video from Knewton about getting started in Knewton. And there's a slide deck and some student FAQs. And I often find that if I type a question into Google and I just say, how do I do whatever it is I'm trying to do in Knewton, often I find the answer very quickly. And you also have that chat feature on every page as you're going along. So let me know if there's anything I can do to help you get started and get that homework happening.